Hey all you plant people, welcome back. I'm Ben,
I'm Jack.
and today we're going to repot the Sanseveria, also known as Dracaena, also known as snake plant. We've been gone for a while at the community garden. We've been tilling in the soil, putting some good stuff in, and guess what? We're going to bring you a video from there soon enough. Stay tuned. Okay, what we've got is a Sanseveria. I think they're calling it a Dracaena now as well. And if you're learning about plants, you're probably learning there's a lot of different Dracaenas out there. This one is the Dracaena that's known as the snake plant. A whole bunch of different varieties of these. I don't know which one this is, but let's take a look. We've got one, this big guy in the middle. We've got two, this guy coming out the side, and we've got this tiny little guy going right down in here too. So we're going to repot this into 3 different pots. Stay tuned and we're going to mix the soil. Okay, couple things to consider when replanting these. Number one is you want really well drained soil. They don't like to be really wet. Like a lot of plants, overwatering can be really bad for them. So what I've got here is this really great soil. It's super fluffy even when it's wet. But just to demonstrate, I want to show you that I'm going to add some perlite to it. Some of the other videos I've seen, they talk about adding rocks to your soil, some pea gravel. Well, it turns out that the pea gravel is mostly just to keep the pot heavy because these plants will get so tall. I don't have any pea gravel, but we're going to put them in terracotta, and the heavy pot will prevent that plant from falling over. But I'm just going to add some perlite just to remind you that, yes, if you don't have this really good soil like I do, go ahead and add some perlite. Ooh, dusty. So I'll add the perlite and mix it in. Okay, we've got our soil mostly prepped. Next, we're going to take this guy out of the pot. Okay, I've been excited about this for a while. This plant, you probably can't see it on camera, but it's really bulging. These roots of these plants are super strong. I read that they will actually crack a terracotta or ceramic pot as they get too big for the pot. So I'm excited because I've been wanting to pull this out of here for a while, and I've got it dry, and oh my goodness, look at those roots. They are absolutely beautiful. They got a really nice orange color to them, but you can see this plant is very root bound, and we're going to gently break off some of this soil.
Sorry.
Bless you. Break off this soil. Pretty hard to do this without making a mess, but we're going to try to minimize our mess at least. And I'm just pulling and pulling. Oh, I found another one. Oh, this is cool. It's like a bag of surprises when you open up these Dracaenas. We got a whole nother little pup coming out of here. You can see that guy. He was under the soil. So wow, this guy is just all roots. We'll see if I can get enough dirt off of here to break it apart gently without hurting the plant. Okay, it looks like I've got most of the dirt away. Now, we got to figure out what to do about these little guys. Stay tuned. Don't worry, it's not plant murder. You might have noticed that I snapped this guy off, and that's okay. He's still got some roots and will do just fine when we replant it. We're going to do the same with our bigger guy and our other little guy. And what we're going to end up with this time is we ended up with a big guy, 2 little guys, and a medium. Now it's time to get them in some dirt. The big guy's going in here. We're going to give him a nice, big, heavy pot, lots of room to grow. And it won't tip over. nice little pocket. So I'm going to dump some of this soil out so I can get the roots spread nicely. So I'm putting this a little deeper in the pot so that we've got a lot of dirt around those leaves to hold that plant up and support it as it grows larger. And this might be a situation where if you did have your gravel, this might be a place where you want to use it. Or sand would work. Just packing that down a little bit. Like I said, this soil is nice and fluffy. But we want to pack it down so that it will stabilize that plant. Alright, there you go. There's our number one. Looking nice and pretty, looking happier already in our new pot. Next, special custom pot here. Love plant activity. Beautiful day here in AK. In case you haven't figured it out, the AK is Alaska. Alright, here we go. Number two, nice little medium-sized guy here. Won't take him too long to get big. Try to get all those roots under there. Yep, we're going to have to start off with almost no soil to get those roots buried. There we go. Keep those roots under the dirt. Try to keep that centered. Sometimes I'm not so good at that. Alright, number two. Oh, that's going to be nice looking. So what do we got so far? 1, 2. And I can just kind of tell these guys want to be friends, so they're going to go in the same pot. Wiggle that down. Okay, there you have it. We're going to water these guys and show you the finished product. All right, time to water. So we'll get this soaked nicely. Get that dirt to lay down a little bit. Sometimes you might even need to add a little bit more soil. This one's looking nice. He's nice and centered. We'll let that soak in before it starts dripping through. This guy, probably noticed I cleared the dirt off of here. I just dumped it over the rail onto the neighbor's car below. Just joking. Not joking. Sorry, neighbor. Hope you don't watch our channel. Okay, get the big guy watered here. Let it soak through a little bit. That'll really stabilize it. Even though this soil was really light and fluffy, you can see this plant's not going anywhere. It's really getting firmly fixed in there. This water's gonna help. And looks like I might have just enough to give each one a little water before I have to refill my watering can. There you have it. Small, medium, and large. Sanseveria repotting. Thanks for tuning in.
Remember to like and subscribe for more plant videos.